Hello, comics and pop culture people. It is a bright, sunshiny morning here on a wonderful Saturday. We're going to head to the Frankenstein swap meet in Portland, Oregon, and we're going to meet up with Dan's X-Men comics and see what kind of mischief we can get into. So, catch you guys on the inside. We found a parking spot, which didn't seem to be too easy, but remember where we parked, okay? All right, let's go in. This mall is big and really empty. It's kind of sad, but up ahead here, we've got the ice skating rink. Whoops, get my finger out of the camera, where Tanya Harding used to practice all the time. Now we got little kids out here practicing ice skating, so. Cool. Well, we'll continue to try to find our way to the show. All right. Bye. All right, we found it. Frankenstein comic swap. Let's go inside and see what kind of trouble we can get into, huh? All right. Here we are, and I think I've spotted my target in his Mario Kart over here, so we're gonna go bug him. All right, here's the man who dragged me down here.
That's right, a little peer pressure. Didn't hurt, get you out of bed.
Dan from Dan's X-Men Comics Instagram. Not a YouTube channel yet.
Not a YouTube yet. No.
But he is on YouTube with Colossus Collectors. So
that's true. Yeah.
They do have their X-Men Collectors Club, so you gotta check that out. Yeah. We are gonna hunt around and see what kind of trouble we can get into, and we'll keep you guys in the loop. Everybody, so I ran into an old friend of mine, John from
Disc Heroes.
Disc Heroes here in Portland. Yeah, you can find everything from comic books to magic cards to
disc golf.
So we're going to continue hunting around, but it's good to run into John. Yeah. All right. So we're here at a booth with some pretty cool books. Some books we were just talking about on the live stream last night. We were just talking about First Medusa last night. She is right there. There she is. For, what do we got, 55 on that?
55.
That's a good price. And we're here with Ethan, and Ethan comes to the Frankenstein swap meet regularly?
This is my first time.
This is your first time, okay. So, but planning on being at the next one?
Yes, I am.
All right, well, you guys stop by and see Ethan's booth next swap meet if you can make it to Portland, Oregon. These Frankenstein swap meets are quarterly, so. All right, here we are at this table. I'm looking at this kind of a cool, underrated key there, Blade #1 from the 90s, and we got a sweet copy of Astonishing Tales #1, really great condition. And we're here with Ian, and Ian comes pretty regularly. This is your second one, you said, and come check him out if you're in town next time. Like I said, these things are quarterly. All right, well, got some more cool books here. We got a Aquaman first appearance of Black Manta and Avengers #1 up there. Daredevil 3 first appearance of Booster Gold. A Wizard #1. So here we go. And that Amazing Spider-Man #7.
Fancy, huh?
Yeah, there you go. Commentary from
pretty sick. Yeah.
The man. All right, so we've got a fellow artist here. Kind of a manga-esque style. And you are?
My name is Michael, and then my
They can find you where?
They can find me on Call of Arts 60. My service isn't loading right now.
Call of Arts 60. All right. So, and he does commission artwork if you guys want. So, there you go. Thanks, man. Nice to meet you. I missed that. That was like the Chewbacca thing. Sweet Godzilla toys. Gotta go nice and slow here so you guys can focus on things.
You know, after the first 5 seconds, you're playing with yourself.
All right, so I'm here with Future Past, and this is Dave, correct? Dave, Future Past. And we were just talking the other night about pricing online on a couple of live streams I was on.
Right.
And people were curious. They were saying, like, how do vendors price books nowadays? Because, like, the old days of using Overstreet and everything are kind of out of date. We can't do that anymore. So, like, a lot of people are like, do they use cover price? Do they use a conglomeration of their knowledge or eBay completed? And you and I were talking about sometimes there's rare books or books that are hard to find that are cheap. And both of those things shouldn't be together if they're a popular book.
Yeah, if there's a demand. That's the challenge, is that there's like different lanes. So, like today, we're selling $1, $3, and $5 books, and we bundle them. There's some nice stuff in there. I think eBay sales are $10, for instance.
Uh-huh.
We might be selling it for $4.
Yeah, my buddy's grabbing a bunch of Wolverine and Deadpool stuff from you.
But that's the thing, is like these books, it depends. If they're not 9.6, 9.8,
Yeah.
and they're not a key, they really are $3, $5 books.
Right,
like
right,
that or not,
right,
they
right,
are, right? So,
and that's what I like watching your claim sales. You guys, if you don't know, Future Past has great claim sales on Instagram and on YouTube.
Yeah, we've been really sticking with Instagram because YouTube's been really challenging for us to communicate with people.
Yeah.
Because there's no chat feature.
Yeah, well, and
That's independent, and they can
Right.
go outside of that, and we can invoice them, so it's been problematic.
right. I think
Instagram works better.
I think that YouTube works better.
Instagram works better.
Oh, it does.
Yeah,
Okay.
YouTube's really problematic for us.
Oh,
so.
okay. Well, I enjoy watching you guys on YouTube, and I've watched several sales, and you're very realistic about if a book's not moving right away, you're like, all right, I'm going to lower the price, and,
Right.
and that's how I used to be. I had a couple shops, I don't know if you know, back in the day, and when people would come in, they'd look at cards in my case or comics in my case, and they'd say, "You've got that price too cheaply." I said, "Are you going to buy it?" I said, "No." I said, "Okay, it's $1 less." What? I said, "Okay, now it's $2 less. Are you going to buy it?" "No." "Well, then it's not priced too cheaply."
Right, it's not the right price.
Right.
When I bring things to sale in a claim sale, my goal is to sell them, not show them.
Right.
So I'm not just trying to show you comics.
Right. It's there to move, right?
I know what I have in something. I don't mind selling it under market.
Right.
That doesn't bother me at all.
Right.
What bothers me is not selling what I'm bringing to sell.
Right.
So I'm really selective in what I bring.
Uh-huh.
And then if on certain books, I'll go ahead and dump the number. On some books, I won't go down $1 because it's priced under market, and I know I could sell it at auction, or I could sell it other places.
Or you know how difficult it is to find that book again, right?
Right. So there are books, especially if I have raw and near mint mints, I try to hold those back because I know that there's always a market.
Yeah, I've seen you
40-year-old
like Bronze Age horror and stuff where it's higher grade. I've seen you're like, no, maybe $1 or $2, but I'm really not going to be chopping it unless it's, you
It's
know.
under market already.
Yeah.
But there are things that I don't mind. So especially mid-grade, stuff that's not hot.
Right.
If something's not hot, why? I mean, why am I trying to?
So I guess the question that I haven't answered is, where are you? Are you getting that out of your head, or what's that?
How do I price?
Yeah, how do you price?
So I really do think it's a combination of understanding the raw market, not just the slab market.
Yeah.
Also understanding the slab market. So if I have a Wolverine number 2,
right,
not number 1,
right,
what is a slab 9.8 going for? What's a slab 9.6 going for?
Yeah.
Let's say a 9.6 is going. I'm making this up. Let's say a 9.6.
Just numbers we're pulling out of
thin air.
Yeah, thin air.
But I think you'll get the idea. If a 9.6 is going for $45 slab, and it costs $28 to slab it, and I look at raw sales, and it's really unpredictable on eBay because if it says near mint, it means from 9.0 to 9.6, and my comfort level of that grade being right is low.
Right.
So I get an idea between the delta on the slab, the difference between how much it costs to slab it, and the book inside the slab. And then I look at raw prices, and I use my experience. Does this book sell? Does this book sit?
Right.
There's things that Rachel and I put for sale that sells every time.
Right.
We never have a problem selling some interesting things, like I just brought some NAMs.
Oh, I love Michael Golden's art on that series. That's so amazing. Yeah, yeah.
Some of those covers are just fantastic.
Michael Golden is underrated. He's such a great artist.
It was a great series too.
Yeah,
so for anyone who liked G.I. Joe or was into any combat stuff.
And then you got Punisher in there at the end, right?
Yeah, so I don't even know if I've got to those issues yet, but I know I've probably sold 40 or 50 of them over what they're getting on eBay, but they're really high grade. I had near mint mints and I had near mint pluses.
Yeah, I think those
unread, uncirculated. So I think people will pay extra for that.
I think those have a different or an expanded market too, because you've got people who are veterans and who are interested in reading that series because it was fairly accurate in depicting the conditions over there for the soldiers.
I started reading it and I like it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I read the first 4 issues. I got some trade paperbacks that have multiple issues. I'm liking the story. It's kind of like Full Metal Jacket.
Very much, yes.
So anyway, I think that there are books that people wouldn't consider hot, but selling those for $10 or $12 to me is fine. I mean, they might be worth slab 50, 60, 70. I'm not interested in that, so I just sell them raw.
Yeah. Well, raws move a lot easier too, right?
They do. Well, at the end of the day, do collectors want to pay the least they can?
Absolutely,
for the most book.
Right. Yeah.
And then it comes down to trust.
Right.
You say it's a near mint. When I get it, am I going to feel like it's a near mint?
Right, and that's the big struggle. And I would suggest that you guys definitely check out Dave and Future Past because like their grading is spot on from what I can see.
We always try to grade down. So if I think something is right in between a near mint minus and a near mint, it's now near mint minus.
Right.
So I know that using that system makes people. I know how I feel when I get books that
this is a little better than what I thought I was going to get.
I think it's a little closer to it. You want your copy to look nice no matter what,
right?
Even if it's mid-grade,
right?
So we're not opposed to like really just pulling out the best we can and then figuring out how much we have in it,
right?
And how much we're willing to sell it for. I'd rather move books, especially in that price range, than keep them. Now I have I have an Iron Man 55, a 9.6 white page. It's a really nice copy.
Sweet book.
I'm not selling that. I mean,
you're not going to come down in price on that because
the market on that is slow as mud.
Right.
So it doesn't go up and down. It went down about 15% after the comic boom.
Right.
I'm stuck in it a little bit. I'm not afraid of that book long term because it's I think 4 first appearances. So
you got Drax, Thanos, Star Fox, and the Collector. Somebody else, another Eternal, one of the other Eternals. But.
So I don't like the cover, but the book itself, is kind of epic. So those are not the things I'm necessarily selling, but I am selling things, say up to $1,000 or $1,500, and it's really about grade. And is the price under market? People are looking for things under market.
So price it to move is basically what you're saying.
I think you'll move things much slower if you want.
Yeah.
And you'll sell things, but it's going to be fractional compared to like...
You're in the business of selling comics, not sitting on comics.
I have tens of thousands of comic books.
Right.
Like today we brought, 3,000 books. I don't know. 2,000 books. Nothing's priced. Really, you can buy $4 books, we buy $3.5. So... we have some nice stuff in there that is between $10 and $15. So someone's going to go through there and find keys.
Right. Yeah. Well,
they're not 9.6. They're not 9.4.
Yeah, they're more in the near mint, but not near mint plus.
I think they're collector's books instead of investors' books.
Right. Yeah.
And there might be an investor's book. I could sell this for 10.
Maybe you could press it up a little bit and get a little bit of a bump or something. But yeah.
Some guy just found some old independents in there. From the 70s, and they were really nice. They were 9.2, 9.0.
Nice. That independent stuff's hard to come by.
Yeah, but I'm not going to move it.
I just picked up a bunch of Fat Freddy's Cat the other day. I was like,
that's underground.
Yeah, underground stuff.
I
also got an Albedo number 3 also.
Where'd you get these things at?
There's a card shop up by where I live, and they don't deal in comics. And anytime anybody brings in comics, they give me a phone call. So actually, after this show, I'm supposed to go up and meet somebody at 5 o'clock. They're like, he brought in some, I think they're called slabs. I'm like, okay. I mean, they're just McFarlane books that are slab that are worth like $30, $40. But I mean, they're 9.0, 9.2. Like the Hulk one where he's pushing the logo apart, $3.45. Yeah. I'm like, okay. Yeah, I'm interested at the right price. So. But I gotta say, it's really refreshing. Every time I see you, Or there she is, cracking up over there, Rachel. Every time I see you guys are always smiling and happy, as opposed to a lot of guys that I see on the internet who are dealing comics, very dour and like.
Well, we've only been at this a couple of years, so we're not tired yet.
Oh, not yet. Well, you're having fun, and you get to do. Other thing I was gonna say is really awesome is you get to do this whole thing with your family. You got your daughters in on it, and it's really cool to see you guys doing that. Right? Yeah.
So this is us calling the shots and doing what we want to do.
That's super awesome.
We love doing this. We really enjoy it. So.
Yeah.
But I think with pricing, it really does take a lot of experience. And as someone buying comics, I think the more you know about a certain series or a certain era, the better off you are in understanding prices. I will overpay for some books, depending on what they are. You know? So I'm not going to haggle over $5. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's this guy that I got the Albedo from. He was stuck on a price that was probably like 6 months old. He's like, well, I had somebody offer me $125 for it. And I was like looking it up and I'm like, it's more like a $60 or $70 book in the condition it's in right now.
Yeah.
But I had spent probably 2 or 3 hours. He wasn't a real knowledgeable collector. He was young for the, he was in his 20s. And so I spent a lot of time talking to him about artists and storylines and whatnot and everything. And he's like, I picked out like 25 other books that I was interested in. He said, well, I really don't want to move the Albedo for that. But I don't want you to feel like you wasted your time. You can just take all those other books for free. And I was like, never mind. I'll pay your $125 for, if you're going to give me all these other books for free, I'll pay your $125 for the Albedo because I feel like that balances it out.
Oh, I bet it did.
Yeah, so they were all mid-grade, like, Marvel run fillers, like Avengers Perez issues and stuff like that. But,
I like that stuff.
Yeah, so.
I mean, there's always, and I can see why you pick them up. Are you still selling books?
I, on and off, the only people really now that I'm selling to are a couple of my buddies who come up and they go through my comic room. It's funny, we went out for pizza, we hang out, and we do art. I do art on my channel sometimes, and so we hang out and do art. We're walking by, my buddy goes, can we go in the comic room real quick? I'm like, sure. 4 hours later, they're taking diamond boxes of comics out like, what just happened? And I'm just like, and we add everything up and they're like, I think I owe you like just over $1,000. I'm like, you're good for it.
That's a fun way of doing it.
Yeah.
Nice and relaxed.
So, yeah. But like I've said before, I'll put it out here live. You guys are always welcome to come up and take a look if you ever want to.
We might have to do that.
Yeah.
Keep some of those diamond boxes empty for us.
Okay. All right, well, guys, Dave, Future Past Collectibles, and his daughter, Rachel. Rachel and Heather, right? What's the other daughter's name? Rachel and Sarah. Okay. So Rachel. So Future Past Collectibles, Dave. Thanks a lot for the info. Bye.
Thank you.
Okay, we are on the second floor now. Taking a look around. Lots of cool stuff. Haven't bought anything. Just been talking. I'm really good at talking a lot. All right. All right. So I am here with Comic Excelsior Lunatics. I know these people from way back. And so we've got Dave Jr. and Rebecca. And where can people find you guys?
You can find us at Comic Lunatics on eBay.
Comic Lunatics on eBay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I do have some socials, but I'm getting better at being active on it.
Comic Lunatics on eBay for sure.
Yes.
Okay. Cool comic related merchandise, and I know you guys have. Dave, you were just saying you put all the cool stuff in the vault, but it'll be coming out, right?
We're starting to drag it out.
You guys were always. I know back in the day you were famous for the Pokemon cards and all that stuff. So there you go, guys. So
I got a lot of them.
He's got
sweet.
a big collection.
All right. You guys check them out, and we're gonna keep going on with the show here. All right, guys. There's my first purchase here at the show, and we're buying it from Scott Jackson.
Yep.
And he does the shows here at the Frankenstein swap meet. He was at Rose City, and you're going to be at...
We'll be at Washington Toy Show in Vancouver. We'll be up at Tacoma for Grit City. And let's see, and I think that's about it for up here for this year.
All right. Well, cool guy, super easy to deal with. You guys stop by and check him out, please.
Yep, Blue Moon Books.
All right, Blue Moon Books. You heard it here. Thanks. All right, guys, some Golden Age books. And this gentleman, you do the Frankenstein swap meet pretty regularly?
This is my first time doing it, actually.
Oh, how's it going for you?
It seems to be going well so far.
All right, guys. Well, The YouTube train keeps rolling on. We're here with Cordy Comics, and he's here selling his wares. You got Dan digging through his boxes. So, some cool stuff. What's your best book you got here?
This one's a little bit of a gem. It's a double cover. And with Mark Fuler's insert.
That's pretty awesome.
So of course, McFarlane.
Yeah, McFarlane run. I saw somebody had a claim sale the other day, West Coast the Avengers, and he was throwing up those Marvel Tales, the McFarlane ones. And he had them like $15 a piece, and they were just flying off, like every single one. Yeah. Super cool. Super cool. Well, you guys check him out. Cordy Comics on YouTube. You got an IG is also?
Same thing.
Cordy Comics on IG. Super cool to meet you here. And we will keep looking around. All right, so we're here at a booth, and we just happen to be looking, Dan and I, and we know that Brandon over at Mon Comics missed out on his FF50 last night, and this gentleman happened to have one right there in his hot little hands.
Glad to provide good deals at Frankenstein.
And your name is?
Bartek.
Bartek.
I'm here every time Frankenstein's is here, I'm here.
All right, so come see Bartek at his booth at Frankenstein's. And searching through the X-Men again.
Never quit. Never quit.
But we did spot that FF50 for Brandon.
Oh,
so.
the FF50, that's the steal of the day.
Yeah.
Definitely getting that. 2 bones.
There you go. $2. $2 make you holla. So I'm making Dan buy Astonishing X-Men. But he's only buying the variant covers. They're $1 a book, folks. He has way more of the run than that. But he's only buying the variant covers.
These are like near mint copies. They're beautiful. That's such a deal.
It is such a good series,
I can't not. Yeah.
Yes, so you'll thank me later. So this guy has half off on all of his books. This huge stack of books, 3 Silver Age Daredevils, a bunch of Deadpool books, $42.
Give them away.
He is giving away. And your name is? Larry. And is there a name for your business, Larry? Just Larry. Come see Larry at the next Frankenstein. He's here every time. And he's got some great books. He's got some great slabs. I was looking up there, Brandon. I know we just picked you up a Fantastic 450, but he has a 6.0 for $400 up there. So, I don't know. Might have to upgrade. All right. Thanks, Larry. You're welcome. All right, guys. We're here with Breakaway Comics, and you are?
I'm Daniel.
Daniel and? Cody. And they got some pretty sweet books here. You guys got to come down and see them at the next Frankenstein. Are you guys doing any other shows or just Frankenstein?
Yeah, we might be going over to Richard's show at Comics. Sorry.
Monster Con. There we go.
It's at the end of the month here.
Okay, so maybe Monster Con. So check out Monster Con at the end of the month. All right, cool. Yep. All right, so we're going to do a recap, right? Yes. So what we got. Are you happy with your purchases today?
I think I'm happy with my purchase. I got to tally up the total because I think I spent about $130 or something on the stack.
We'll tally after. We'll take a break and we'll do a tally. But if you guys don't know, we had such a good time. We were just giving each other crap, and then we'd say, "Hey, there's a really good book over there." Then I'd come back. One of us would come back with it, and the other would be like, "You bought it?"
that was all me with the regret of you bought it.
You got that one at the end.
And thanks to you basically helped negotiate. It was a good cop, bad cop situation, I think.
Yeah, it was a book he wanted, but he said he wasn't prepared to pay the price the guy had, and I looked at it and I wanted it, and I offered the guy, what was it originally, $75?
$75, yeah.
And then the guy had offered it to you for $60, and then I was looking at it and I'm like, yeah, I'm interested. Would you take $50? And the guy, and you were like, oh my God, he's gonna do it.
He was thinking about it, and then he asked, do you have cash?
And he had the leg up on me. I had Venmo, and he had cash.
Yeah.
So
one for cash. Yeah, so I got that one.
All right. So we're gonna call this a flip off. So, okay. So what do we got first here?
All right. So this is a bunch of. I got 3 for $1 on these ones here.
Okay.
They're all pretty much like VF near mint. I think.
Oh wait, we got to take turns here.
Oh yeah, one at a time.
That's okay. How many you got? All right, you do 3. They're 3 for $1.
So 3 for $1. These are all, like I said, like about near mint or so. So $2 for those 6, and I got some more. Oh wait.
Okay.
Then you go.
All right. So now we're going over here to me. So I got, these were $1 a piece. I got a bunch of Deadpool books, which you guys will be coming up in shorts. They were $1. They were $2. they were $1 piece. Couldn't resist.
Definitely.
So there we go. Deadpool books. Back to you, sir.
All right, these ones I got at the same booth that you got the $1 because they were 50% off, right? So these were all $1 also.
And oh my gosh, you guys, I had to twist his arm so hard.
He did. I was really huffing and puffing about these. So I didn't want to pay $1 for any of these, but I ended up doing. This was a $2 book.
But he didn't want to pay $1 for the variant cover issues of Astonishing X-Men.
So yeah, it's all these variant covers. So you're right. It probably is a good deal. So yeah, $1 for each of those.
And that's such a good read. You're going to enjoy it so much
Awesome.
when you do read it.
Awesome.
So.
And then same guy. This one was $2, and I feel like that's a.
And that's a Joe Mattiera, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it a Joe Mattiera?
You could. I don't know. I've owned it twice before though, and like, you know, it's a 10 to $20 book, I think.
Is it really?
Yeah, for real.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, check it out.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, so these are bigger books now. So from our buddy
baby.
over at QWERTY Comics, where I'm getting a lot of glare off of that.
Sean at QWERTY Comics.
So I picked that up.
I should have got that one.
This is $25 for that guy. So
Pretty good condition too.
X-Men 38, yeah, really
Gotta be like a
nice shape.
fine plus or something.
Yeah. Super nice condition. And then I guess we'll do one more.
Yeah. Oh,
We
this
got-
is the jealousy one.
X-Men 32. This is the one where he's, you bought it? Yeah,
I was thinking
it's like
about
a
that,
third appearance of the Juggernaut, I believe.
Yeah.
So, and got a great deal on that one. Well, actually, I got to show because I paired that one with the other one, right? Oh, it's not here. It's further down in the
Looks like
pile.
a really good looking like
Okay.
VG plus.
Well, I paired that one with another one, and I got a really good deal. It was
Right.
like they were 95, and I got them for 60. So, okay, back to you.
Here's more dollar books. 50 cents actually. 50 cents. 'cause
Gen
half
13,
price.
some J. Scott Campbell goodness.
Yep. 50 cents. 50 cents.
J. Scott Campbell.
And then go ahead.
All right, back to me.
Just
All
go
right.
ahead with that.
So I got this one. This a lot of people don't know. First appearance of Groot, the Groot that we see in the movies. The other Groot that is in the early Silver Age Marvel and then appears in Hulk is actually called what is he? Something that Groot like Master Groot or something. He's like the king of the Groots. So this is the first appearance of the Groot that is in Guardians of the Galaxy. So I got that one for half price, so $2. And then this is the first book I grabbed. First appearance of the Hood, really high grade copy, and I was able to pick that up for $50.
Oh, no way.
So yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So was
Did you
happy
bundle
with
that
that.
with other ones? Or
No, it was just
straight up. You just asked.
Just asked. I looked it up. It was going. The guy had it priced at pricing that maybe was for maybe about 6 or 7 months ago.
Okay, so this is pretty aggressive.
Yeah, it's currently like $65, $70 maybe. So I got it for 50. So good deal.
Cool.
All right, back to you, buddy.
All right, so yeah, this stuff's a little loud. Okay, these two, I'd say that these are probably VF near men at least. Probably, I don't even see a spine tick on this one.
And that's part of a trade you did?
This is part of a trade. So this one guy I ran into said he likes X-Men too. He brought some other related style books, and he threw these in and $20 for my VF minus copy of X-Men 142, which is the second part of Days of Future Past. I have 5 of them, so.
Humble brag.
It's a, you're right. So it's a VF minus, and I felt like I think he probably got the better deal out of that. But for me to put $20 in my pocket and get a book I don't have yet, I thought that it was a fun experience to have. So that was worth it.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. So I guess I'll flip a couple more. Here we go. First appearance of Typhoid Mary. This is the last book I got on the way out of the door. It was kind of I had to make myself feel better after you got that book for $50. So I was like, okay, I'll pick that.
Oh yeah, which I'll get to. Yeah.
So yeah, I think what did I pay this? $30, $25, something like that. So it's a nice high grade copy.
The guy I could tell was pretty depressed.
He said we got the best stuff. We worked him.
You did, and I just was.
You were just along for the ride.
Yeah, well, I took advantage where I could. Just got like a $3 copy of this fun little
Strange Sports. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I thought that was fun, and my dad likes golf. I'll probably just give that to him. I just thought just a fun little pickup.
Yeah.
I'll show you a few more. I got some signed Old Man Logans. They were all 50 cents.
Heck
for these
yeah,
copies,
signed
so-
books.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty dope. So,
Yeah.
Old
Dang.
Man Logan. I've never read it, but yeah, let's give it a shot.
There you go. Yeah, no, good stuff, man. And then, this was the table where I got the half-price Deadpools. Everything was half price, so he had Silver Age Daredevils, and they were $25, so they were $12.50 a piece, and they're pretty high grade. And for $12, I couldn't say no.
Great deal.
And then back to you.
All right, so this is one that I picked up from Future Past Collectibles.
Oh yeah, what'd you pay on
$5.
that one? There you go.
Yeah, I think it was a $5 one.
There's
Just
a
fun,
some
just-
Bronze Age horror.
Yeah, I don't really have any horror, and
Or
it's-
15 center. That's like could be late silver, early bronze.
Yeah, I don't think like I got a deal or nothing, but it was just I like them and I wanted to buy something, and it was in the price range. And
bronze horror is
it was a
sweet.
fun one,
Yeah, that's good stuff.
And then here's some more 30-cent books that I got.
Well, that's actually a decent book for 30 cents. That's a great book.
30 cents, yeah. Or 3 for $1. Again, 3 for $1.
Hit number one. There you
3
go.
for
Max
$1. So
number
30
one.
cents. 30 cents. And this is like, let's just say it's a 9. 30 cents. 30
Right.
cents. 30 cents. That was the
That's
killer.
the key there in the 30
Yeah,
cent
that's
file.
the killer 30 cent
First
right there.
onslaught. Yeah, that's the sweet one.
Yeah. So I think that this is. It's probably better than the copy that I have. I don't know. Let's just say like it's a 9 or 9.2.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, and then back here we got. Oh, this one was kind of cool. This was at the table. It's early Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, so they're still villains. And the guy, I think the guy charged me $15 for that. I was like, oh heck yeah! So
Yeah, that's great.
And then this was the one that I bundled with the other.
With the X-Men 30 whatever. It was.
Yeah. So this one is I think this is third appearance of Magneto, something like that.
So you got third Magneto and third Juggernaut.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For how much? 60 for the two.
Yeah, for the pair. Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty sweet, and I love the cover.
Especially you get him to take $10 off of this, and he throws in that third appearance of Juggernaut
for free, basically.
For free.
Yeah. Right.
So great.
I told him, I'm like, I feel bad making you an offer, and he's like, no, spit it out. And he's like, he's like, well, I could do. I said, all right, I'm gonna go aggressive. I said $50. He's like, I do 60. I was like, oh, geez.
Yeah. he was chill about being taken to the woodshed for sure. All right, so here I got the.
There's the one. He was guys. He was back and forth on this. He came back to that movie what three times.
Three times.
Now,
this one, it's not the condition I want because I've wanted this for a long time, but I want it in like a fine condition. This is like a good plus maybe.
It's a placeholder.
You could
right
say
now.
that, but it was. The big problem with this is that the cover is bottom staple is detached.
Yeah,
and it's just a lot of wear. So I bundled that with this one.
He got brave after my offer with the guy. And
that's true.
He made some haggling himself.
Yeah, it wasn't. These two for 60. I thought that was a good deal. Because they're books that I have wanted, even though they're in lower condition.
That's the first new costumes, right?
That's right. Yep.
Yeah.
And then last one I got here was the one guy who was feeling pretty depressed afterwards.
That's the one that you yoinked out from underneath me.
Yeah. This is listed at 75. And Bigby made an offer of 50, and he thought about it, and then I jumped in and said cash, and undercut Bigby there on that.
That's all good.
So,
I didn't.
So $50 on that. I thought that was great.
And then the last one here. This is we scored a book for our buddy Brandon over at Mon Comics.
This is probably my favorite that we got.
I'm gonna put it on your pile because it's got so much glare over here. So it was Fantastic Four number 50. And Brandon was trying to get this book last night on the live stream that we were both on.
That I would say probably was either in this condition or maybe even slightly worse.
Yeah, the scuffing is on the case there at the top. It's not on the book.
Here, why don't we?
Yeah. Pop it out of the book, the case there. Yeah, and so
just a little crease here, crease there, and a little bit of wear, but otherwise
super nice book.
Yeah, VG all day.
Yeah. So super nice, and so we called Brandon in video chat, and he was. At first, we said, you know, I'm looking at. I told him we said we're looking at a copy of FF50.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I'm just gonna have to pass, guys. And I'm like,
his kid's like crying.
Yeah, and I'm like, wait, you have to hear the price. And I'm like, this guy's got it at 125, and he's willing to take 100.
Yeah.
And Brandon's like, put the camera on.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, I'm going to the other room. Yeah.
So Brandon will be getting that in the mail pretty soon. So we're happy to help him out in filling out his Fantastic Four run. So
there's a lot of number 50s there.
Yeah, actually, what do we saw?
Or 4 at least.
Yeah, some people were a little crazy on their prices.
Yeah, one guy had one in pretty much the same condition for $325.
Yeah, right after we bought that one.
Yeah, we were like, ooh, that one looks about the same condition. Let's see how much they're selling that one for. 3 times as much.
Right. And then we saw a graded, a 6.0 for 400.
Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, but he said he was willing to haggle.
So
that was the guy
the
half price bin guy. He told me that. Yeah, he told me that he would take
like
offers on slabs. Yeah, no, I think he would take 300. Yeah, 6.0 slab.
I better look up the FMV on that.
You better. All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and pause here. We'll get a total on our books and we'll come back.
Yeah.
I put everything back in the backpack, but we did do some head scratching and some special math, and so. Yeah. What did you come up with? You spent?
Yeah, I spent 136, but I also made that trade where I got 20 bucks cash. So I spent 116 today, and for this whole stack. But 136 if you don't include the
right. Yeah. And I ended up spending 224, and the actual what they had the books marked at was
371.
So
you got about 35% off of the asking price, and I gotta say, a lot of those asking prices were already like really fair.
Yeah. It just, you know, we were talking off camera, and I was saying, you know, I work hard for my money, and so I'm going to work hard to try to save my money too if I can. And it never
double the work, man.
It never hurts though to ask.
You're right.
What's the worst they're going to say? No, or they're going to counteroffer, which I got a lot of counteroffers, which were still well below what they were asking.
Yeah,
so
you're right. I think I'm a little hesitant to ask a lot. Like, I don't know why, but you're right. I got to go shopping with you more. Right?
Well, there you go, guys. And now he's all energized, and he wants to go back and look at some more Astonishing X-Men.
Kind of.
Yeah, kind of. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right. Yeah. Catch you in a bit.
I know you're scared. You wanna hide away sometimes. I know you hurt from everyone telling you lies. I bet you just wanna lose your mind. I know you hurt.